So I would look at trying to make some upgrades at the wide receiver position to see if I could possibly get AJ Brown. Because for all his antics, at least I don't have to worry about him off the field. So
Mm,
no. If you put him in a situation where somebody could get the ball to him and air it out like a ceiling fan,
I know
and with a coach, wait a minute, with a coach like Andy Reid,
I know
who's
that you
known for dealing with troublesome players, you could possibly make that work. And I don't have to worry about him off the field with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes.
but champ, big fella, we saw that with Terrell Owens. But Andy speaks very highly of him and vice versa. But once Andy felt that T.O. reached a point where he got too far, particularly with Brad Childress, they had to send him home. So if A.J. Brown, if you causing problems in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid of all people, and
That's a
put
big if, though.
that's a
That's a
big.
big if.
So
And
you
like I
gotta
stated,
factor that.
but if a guy like Patrick Mahomes has gotten it to lesser receivers than AJ Brown. He's gotten it to Rashee Rice. He's gotten it to the other wide receiver that they have, Xavier Worthy, the speedster. He's getting it to Travis Kelce, regardless of him running for his life out there. You wouldn't take a chance in order to give him another chance in order to run to the Super Bowl? I would.
I
Like I stated,
wouldn't.
and I know
I
he's going to
wouldn't.
air it out like a ceiling fan in
No,
order to get him the ball.
big fe- big
Andy
fella,
Reid
I
is
wouldn't.
known for dealing with troubled players.
Big fella, I wouldn't because I don't think receiver is not that much of a necessity for the offense. You know what they need.
That online.
Yes, get yourself some old line. And as far as with AJ Brown, you gonna cause problems in Kansas City?
No, I'm not.
I'm not talking off the field because we know
No, I'm
AJ
not going to
Brown
cause
doesn't get
problems
into
on
any.
the field. I know I'm going to get the ball.
Yes, but what happens when you're not gonna get the ball? There may
It's a
be
pass
times
heavy
we're not gonna.
offense. I know I'm going to get the ball. It's a pass heavy offense. I know I'm going to get the ball.
But what happens when you may not get the ball? I understand in Philadelphia, obviously, it's more of a run first offense than pass first offense. Kansas City, we all know because of Mahomes' ability. But for me, if I'm Andy Reid and if I'm Patrick Mahomes, I don't need that. As far now, if AJ Brown, look, if we're gonna bring you on the team, you can't be complaining about not getting your targets one day, and you can't be talking about about going on Madden and this and that and causing problems or distractions for Kansas City. That ain't gonna fly. Now, Andy Reid, yes, I understand, champ, because of an offensive brilliant mastermind like Andy Reid. I would think that you need to worry more about the offensive line. You have said that. And I need to address the running back because they need more help with the running back position than they do with the wide receiver position. And I need to get myself a young tight end because I don't care how well Travis Kelce's been playing well these past couple of games. He's not going to be there for the long-term future. I would look at that tight end from Oregon if I'm Kansas City.
Yes, indeed. And if I'm looking at a tight end, and if I'm looking at a running back, as far as Kansas City, I'm definitely looking at Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame
Nerdy.
because there's a distinct possibility that I may end up with a top 10 pick. There's a distinct possibility, especially when me missing the playoffs, or I'm looking at that. Excuse me, sorry about that. Or I'm looking at that running back up there in Nebraska as well. Or if I'm looking to make a late round steal, I'm looking at Nathan Frazier down here in the red clays of Athens. I need to address that running back position though, because I don't want my quarterback to have to do too much, even if he is one of the greatest of all time. Even if he is top 3 of all time, I don't want him to have to do way too much. I don't want to have to for him to run for his life every single game in order for us to even stay within contention. And that's been the difference between last year and this year. Patrick Mahomes is running for his life out there. He's getting hit damn near every single play. I've never seen, look, Patrick Mahomes has taken some big hits, but I have never seen him hit as much as I've seen him get hit this year.
That's a
Whether that
fact.
be in the pocket or outside the pocket. He's been getting his ass mashed. So they have to address the offensive line. They have to address the tight end position, and you have to address the running back position. So you won't have to ask him to do too much. Like I stated, I wouldn't mind, as you said, and I agree with you, It's a luxury for them to have a true number one wide receiver. But if I'm looking to get back to that glory that I once had, do I look at the Philadelphia Eagles situation and say, hey, I know my quarterback, he's top 3 all time. I know he's not going to have trouble getting A.J. Brown the ball. Should I take a chance? Hey, I took a chance on a lot of other players that were the cornerstones of this team. I took a chance on Tyreek Hill. I took a chance on Travis Kelce. He became a franchise player. Why not take a chance on an established player like an A.J. Brown? I've taken chances before. I've taken chances on a Deshaun Jackson. I've taken chances on LaShawn McCoy. I've taken chances on a Jeremy Maclin. If you look at all of the players that Andy Reid has taken a chance on, A.J. Brown falls within that category.